let's get time for a video. And today I'm not gonna do like something for a specific jig, but I've noticed that I don't have a video of a single hook, single assist hook for micro that has like the cleanest profile, and that's always a concern for me because I I have to have like something for you guys to refer to when you need it. And I don't care if there's only initially a few people that would watch it. My goal is to actually have a reference for people to refer to go back to and watch when it is needed. Okay, so that is exactly what we're doing today. Now, let's go through all the let's say the requirements for this, and we'll do a little bit of a modern twist to this thing. Number one, micro. So we're looking at tiny jigs, sort of probably something like this, a 15-gram jig. This is, of course, a slow jig, but we're talking of a single. So it could be that, you know, you're fishing with regulations in place, or you know, you have a fast jig that you want to rig with a single, or even a slow jig with a single. There's no set there is no set parameter on how many hooks you should not be using. Okay, if you can fit 5 hooks, if that's your trip, hey, you know, go for it. And there are instances like, take for example, fishing around snags, which is basically exactly what we're doing now. We are going to put one JF41, which is this, and this is actually quite substantial. This size 11, Japanese size 11, and its capacity is 9 kilos. So it's not a pushover at all. So it has tough wire, which is the proprietary metallurgical process that owner puts in on their hooks. So I'm gonna put this on the vise right there, okay, just for the sake of expedience. Okay, I took really thin hollow braid and already spliced it, as you can see there. Okay, the trick here is finding the size needle. Like what I've done, okay, and you've seen me do this, don't tell me you haven't, okay, because I've shared this. So basically you take a needle, okay, like this, okay, and then you use the back, poke it like so, dang, play cue in elevator music. There we go. So poke it like so, push it, okay, like that. When you're ready, your length and all that, push out, put your ring, put this in the hole like so, and then you pull. Okay, so don't tell me I haven't showed you. I've showed you again, but I've actually shown this several times. So nothing crazy, okay, nothing crazy, but just a freaking needle. Now we're just doing it small stuff. Same thing, right there. Okay. Now I'm gonna zoom in so that you can see, and this is tiny, as you can see there, tiny thing. Now, one of the requirements is that we have to do it in such a way that you know what? Let me get a jig so that we know exactly what we're doing here. Okay, let's make this a bit more realistic. That way, we have something to measure it against. Okay? So, this is a Gomoku Slim Jig. And this thing's 12 grams. So, it's long, kind of like a koika, sort of, and slim. Now, the thing with this jig, it's nice and all, but they rigged it with this. So what I like doing with this jig is to actually put like put a single hook, and you have a choice to leave the treble or not. That's up to you. But where I'm fishing, the treble actually kind of works as an insurance policy, so I'm gonna leave it there. But we want this to be as snag proof as possible. Now also, you have to measure and see exactly where the treble or the hook goes. Okay, so we have a little bit of excess, as you can see there. And what we're going to do is we're actually going to have the hook pass through the braid. So you've seen this done before. Nothing shocking. Okay. So I am going to do this. It's one of the cleaner ways to do things. So quite a welcome thing to do, to be honest. Make sure that when you're doing this, you're centering it, okay? If you're not centering it, it might not be as strong, the connection, okay? It might not be as strong as you want it to be. Now here we go. So, as you can see there, kind of looks like that. Not kinda, but it will look like that, okay? So, zoom in so you can see. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna put this down a little bit here. Okay, so I guess we're gonna tie like that. Okay, so I'm gonna just put it traditional way, like that. Okay, so you don't tie like that, you tie like this. The toe point is there. Now before you do anything, the worst thing you could do is actually not measure it again. So just measure it so that you can see. Okay, right there. Now we're going to rig this, and remember what we're going to do is add almost we're going to mitigate snags as much as we can. Okay, very, very important, very, very important. Okay, I have just put on my my old man glasses. Okay, so we will tie it up, put it like that. Okay, see that? Okay, very important. Then we cut this so that it's clean. We're not done yet, very far from done. Okay, make my bin get closer here. Okay. Okay, now once that's done, we're gonna flip it. Flip it good. Flip it real good. Okay, now we are going to wrap. Make sure that we do a clean job here. Just take off all the gaps and wrap as tight as possible. By the way, if you are just joining us today, welcome and thank you for joining us. This channel talks about the hows and whys of fishing. We cover everything from big game, ultralight, everything in the middle, everything in between, including fly fishing, which I hope to do soon. Summer is usually fly fishing season for me, so hopefully this summer will be kind. Okay, now depending on the jig that you're going to be using this on, the orientation of your eye is either flat like this, or it could be vertical. This is flat because it's gonna go like that, because this is a slow jig. Okay, it's a slow jig, so I'm gonna put a split ring here, and then either a swivel or a solid ring, probably a solid ring, And then that's how we fish it. Now, the reason why we flipped it upside down like this is because we're going to put flash. This flash is an enabler, okay? What does it enable, Kit? Well, it flips your hook in the upright position. Very good question, buddy. So, we are going to take, as you can see here, that's just 4 strands. A very important thing when you're doing this is that all the ends are equal, as you can see there, okay? And then you can see the other one as well, it's equal. We're going to fold this to make it 8. Okay, again, cut equal, like so, just in case there is something that's a bit errant there. Again, cut that so it's square. So this is 8 strands. Now, when we fold this, it will become 16, right? There we go. So what we want to do is we want to bring this up as high up as we can, like so. Okay, then we will do a few turns. Don't worry if it's like that. All you have to do is just gather all of them, make the wrap, and it will behave. There we go. So once it's like that, put it like so. Okay, now we just basically lock this thing up. Okay. Okay, now I wanted to do the tutorial with just this. no jig. So we ended up with a jig. Kind of easier to illustrate if we did that. Okay, so I'm gonna take this because this is kind of critical. So I'm gonna hold it and then just tighten up. Bob's your uncle. Now, you have 2 choices. Let's square this off. I'm sorry. I'm anal that way. Okay, so just squaring it off so that it looks even. Now, we can glue this, and that's it. That's basically it. Alrighty, so as simple as that. We now can put a split ring to connect everything, and we're good to go. That's something I'm gonna show you right now. I can find the right split ring actually. There we go. That's it right there. That's it right there. Okay. Wow. Fortunately, we also have. Oh, nope. Not fortunately. Let me get a split ring pliers we could use. All right. Now, put the hook and the split ring on so that we can show. Now, this is not a heavy duty split ring because guess what? What, kid? We're not going to be catching giants with this, so it's a waste to actually put split rings that are super durable. You know, it's ultra light, guys. Don't go overboard. Okay. So again, this is not done. All you do is actually just glue it, and I glue in batches, so that's going to come later for me. And right now, we are just trying to put this thing on. There we go. Have to make sure that it's the right orientation when I do this. Alrighty, now, okay, we can see here, we can put a clip or another split ring there, and then there you have it. Let me zoom out so you guys can see. Actually, let me zoom in a bit because this thing is tiny. Alright, so as you can see there, that's it. Now, this jig is actually good to fish around snags because, well, it's a slow jig. So basically, it will wobble and not really sink as fast. Obviously, this is slim, so use this when there's some current in the area that you fish in, and it'll help you reach the bottom more if that's what you want. If not, use something that actually is a bit wide. Okay, so these two are never gonna meet, and it's not gonna snag. See, and when a fish actually tries to T-bone this, which they normally do, hooks there, and it's already always point up. Now, the thing with this also is that since the flash is tied on this side, it would always have the hook point up before it rests, and rests on the body of the jig like that. So this always ensures that you have your hook in the attack position for the fish to bite. If they bite, miss this, and then they slide, guess what? The treble is there. Because when they bite this and when you're pulling, this actually slides. And then, bang, it's there. Obviously, you can also put another hook there. That is your choice. That is your prerogative. And that is that. So, this is definitely one for fishing around the pond. And I have the perfect rod for this, which I will show you down the line. But paired with a 2500 or a 3000 reel, and even the one that I upgraded to right now with the new setup, this should work well. Okie dokie. So I should rig a few of these actually, you know, because especially in the tip, the tip of the palm, the front as we call it, the tip of the front experiences a lot of current. But yeah, definitely something worthwhile having, and I hope you guys can tie assist hooks like that, which are not only clean but are actually very snag proof, and they just work. They're clean, classy looking, snag proof, functionality and simplicity, functionality, and overall just freaking looks good. Look at that. Alrighty, let's do one for the thumbnail here. Guess that. Yeah. Or we could actually for the thumbnail, baby. Alright, so we do that. Here we go. Alrighty, so if you learned something today with this video, give it a thumbs up, please. Really appreciate it. And if you want your friends to learn this particular one, here's an idea. If you're not good with your hands, and if you have a friend that actually is good with their hands, what you could do is buy the materials and ask him if he could teach you by following this video. And then more than likely what's going to happen is that, yeah, it'll be a fun group activity. So if you want that to happen, like a assist hook tying evening, go and send this to a group of people that you like. You don't want to be stuck with people that, you know. Anyway, so yeah. And if you haven't yet, and your friends, click on that subscribe button. Click on that bell so that every single time I upload, you get notified. Alrighty, so that's it for now. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. The dogs weren't barking today. So probably this isn't that important, huh? Anyway, class dismissed.